the Fiber Studio, you can weave on a small loom. So we have cardboard looms. I'm also going to be making some plastic looms too. So first, for setup, you need a loom. You need warp string. That's going to be the white or the tan string that's in the bin at the printmaking studio. You're going to need a pair of scissors, masking tape, which is also in the bin at the printmaking studio, and string and a needle. Okay, so first thing you have to do is we need to string our warp. We need to get our loom set up. Okay, so you're going to take your warp string and you're just going to pull off quite a bit from the roll. Okay, now you don't have to cut it, just pull off quite a bit, set this to the side, and then find the end. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to get a little piece of masking tape, tear off just a little piece of masking tape, and you're going to tape your string on the back. Doesn't really matter where you tape it. Okay, maybe kind of close to one of these edges. Okay, so then you're going to turn your loom over. This is the back with the tape, this is the front, and we are going to put the strings on our notches. Okay, so I'm going to take it, I'm going to pull it through the first notch, and then I'm going to go down through the bottom notch. Okay, then I'm going to go over into the next bottom notch, and then up, over, down, over, up. Okay, our lines should always be straight up and down. They should also be fairly tight. Okay, we don't want any strings loosey-goosey like this. Okay, they should be fairly tight. We also shouldn't have any strings that are going sideways, right, or crooked like that. They need to be straight up and down. So down, over, up, over, down. Okay, you should end like this. Okay, so then you're going to turn it over on the back. You're going to keep holding it kind of tight. Okay, you're going to get another piece of masking tape, and you can tape that so it won't fall off. And then you're going to use your scissors and trim. Okay, so on the back, you're going to have your two ends taped, and you're going to have your straight lines, tight straight lines on the front. Okay, so now we have our warp ready. Now we're going to learn about our weft. Our weft is our yarn that we're going to be weaving over and under the white warp string. So you got to thread your needle. Okay, I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to put my string through the hole. I'm going to tie it on so I don't want it to fall off. Okay, and then I can start weaving. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the left side, and we want to make a pattern of over, under, over, under, over, under. So I'm going to start by going over first. I'm sorry, under first. So I put my needle under the string, and then I'm going to put my needle over the next string, and then under the next string. Sometimes you have to kind of pick them up a little bit. Okay, so my needle's not super long, so I can only do about 2 or 3 strings at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this through. Okay, now when you're pulling it through, don't pull it all the way. Okay, we want to leave a little bit of a tail. You guys see this tail? Okay, and then I'm going to keep going. So I went under that string, so now I'm going to go over this one, under, over, under, and I'm going to pull that all the way through. Okay, so I should have a nice line like that. After you weave a row, you're going to kind of use your fingers and you're going to kind of push it down so it's all the way at the bottom. Okay, so now you got to turn corners. When you do a next row, you should use the opposite pattern as you did before. So if I'm looking right here, I see that I went under. So this next one, after I turn the corner, needs to be the opposite, which means this string needs to go over. Okay, so I'm going to put my needle over this, and then I'm going to do the rest of my pattern. So over, under, under, pull it through. Okay, and again, we don't want it loosey-goosey, so it shouldn't be, the corner shouldn't be hanging out like this. Okay, but we also don't want it to be super tight either. See how that's pulling that string? We just want it to be tight, but not too tight. Okay, so I went under, so I've got to go over, under, over again. Pull it through. Use my fingers to squish it down. And then I'm going to turn the corner again. So this time I went over my last one. So that means this one needs to start by going under. So I'm going to weave one more row, and then I'm going to show you guys how to switch colors. Okay, so under, over, under, over, under. Okay, again, pull tight, not too tight. Push it down with your fingers so it all starts to line up nice and even. Okay, so now I'm ready for a new color. Okay, all you have to do for a new color is you're going to use your scissors and trim. Don't trim it right up here, that's gonna fall off. Okay, leave a tail. There's another little tail. Okay, and then you are just going to start on the next row with a new color. So you'll have to take this string off. You can set it to the side. You're gonna get another color, thread your needle, and then you're just gonna start at the same place you left off. Okay, so I finished right here. So then I'm gonna start right there too. And my next row has to be the opposite. So I went under, so my next row I'm gonna start by going over. So then you just keep going until it is all filled up.